Hello, my loves. We're going to be doing a little channel message from bed this morning. I've just woken up. My throat is still croaky. Still feeling a bit groggy, but I feel there's some important energies moving through, and I thought, why not film it? For those that see this video and are wondering, is this for me? You will have made a very important decision recently where you spoke up and you said something and you set a boundary for yourself. You set a standard. You knew something didn't feel right, whether it was the way that you were being treated, something to do with the work that you're doing, the position that you were put in, whatever it is. You made a decision recently because your standards are high and they ought to be high. You couldn't have made a decision like this in your past because we grew up in a world where we're taught that suffering and hard things are just part of it. And at times it can be. But when it comes to choice and when it comes to investing your energy and choosing a path that is for you, you can choose what you want. You do not have to suffer under the hands or the standards that someone else sets. If it does not feel right for you, it does not feel right for you. And you're going to really know what I mean when I say this. You don't have to suffer just because the world tells you to. It doesn't make you weak to want a life that is supportive and empowering. You have raised your standards. You have raised what you are willing to accept or not accept. And that is powerful because you go against the grain. And it's fucking hard. It is hard to stand there and say, I don't agree with this, when everyone else in the room usually just goes along with it, even though they all hate it. It is a powerful move to trust yourself so much that you know it's going to work out if you make the decision that that isn't for you, even if everyone else says it's for them. Even if everyone else says to you, like, come on, it's not that big of a deal, or it's not that hard, or just suck it up. Suck it up. No. Because you've known what that has meant, to suck it up and just deal with it. You know what that did to your soul. To just accept things at the bare minimum, worse, in poor treatment, in things that weren't for you. You have made a decision, or you're about to make a decision, that is asking you to choose yourself. Will you choose yourself? Or will you choose to do what everyone does simply because it's what everyone does? So there's a false sense of security there. Will you choose you and all that you've built and all that you're building? or a false sense of security that makes you feel small. And it makes you lower your standards. It's funny, there's like this apprehension coming up. But there's this conflicting feeling of like feeling proud of yourself and a bit free and validated, because this world has been driven by so much pain and suffering that it is time that it starts to be driven by empowerment and truth. Things won't change unless you change it. And if you feel something so deeply and you feel that is not right, when I say that, I mean your values, your morals, the shit that you've been working for. This is your chance, your space to express it, to put it into motion, to make a decision, a very hard decision of choosing yourself in a society that has no choice or thinks they have no choice. You raise the bar. You raise the minimum when you do this. There's this like warmth and tingling sensation moving through my heart space of realizing your power, of recognizing your worth, of coming to terms with why things like this are so important. Not just for you, but for the collective, for the community, for soul growth and expansion. There's almost this anger coming out as well of like, you've been in a space potentially for a little bit of like seeing such poor treatment of people, or just seeing such standards that are just incomprehensible, of how do people just deal with this? How do people just accept this as it is? When it serves no one but the one in charge. And it's never the people who want change. Not when they're still allowing a certain way to be lived and validated and respected. I feel this anger and this like frustration of just, this is not it. This isn't it. How can we keep doing this? Who's going to take a stand? Who's going to say something? And it starts with you in your own life. You can't make people do anything. All you can do is lead and make your own decisions. When this decision happens, when you choose yourself and you speak up on what's not right, I said, you are rewarded. You are given recognition. You are given choice because you took it back, because you took back your power. It might feel so uncomfortable, and it might bring up so many emotions in this realm of choosing self over what everyone has just suffered under. There's so much discomfort here because our conditioning, and maybe even your parental conditioning, is so heavy and intrinsic. But you know what is you now. And you can let yourself feel those things and still choose you. I love you.